West Coast Gaming fans, we're here at Gamer Sanctuary. We're going to play some bolt action. We got some 40K over there, finishing up Aura Resentes. And we are going to play World War II Skirmish. Today we're actually celebrating the release of Tank War, the new book from Warlord Games, produced by Osprey Publishing, published by. And this is basically taking the game to the next level where you can play just a bunch of tanks if you want to. One thing to mention is it's entirely optional. If you want to play a tank company against your buddy's regular company, you can do so. You probably just want to ask them and make sure. A lot of 40K nerds get upset about that, but it's kind of just how it is. It's kind of a gentleman's agreement, social agreement, like they've said on independent characters multiple times. There was some gnashing of teeth about if this is going to take the game scale way up, but it won't, so it should be okay. So Lieutenant Joe is leading his armored platoon here. He has 3 Pershings. These are beautiful kits. I love the way how he paints the green on these here. They will be decaled out. I actually accidentally didn't give him the correct decals for them, so they will be decaled. Awesome stowage. Commander's ready to go here. And then he has a couple Jeeps backing up his infantry support. Looks like a bazooka and a mortar and is that an Arab? Oh, sniper, sorry, sniper. So the Pershings are actually super heavy anti-tank. They're +8 to your die roll. To give you kind of a frame of reference, a Tiger has armor 10. So you have to roll a 2 basically to do some minor damage and a 3 to penetrate its armor. Excuse me, over here we have Lieutenant Andrews' force, his platoon. So he has 3 Shermans. And I believe this is the new plastic one from Warlord. This is a classic resin one, and that's one of Joe's kits. And then he also has a Pershing here, again, super heavy. This is going to be really hard. It's going to be a late war battle with all these Pershings on the field. Then he has 2 squads and a bazooka team. So let's see what's going to happen. There actually is no deployment. We designate half of our force to be the first wave. They come on automatically in turn 1. So it's kind of a mobile deployment, so to speak. So this is the field here. We're kind of just, this is near the end of the war between France and Berlin. Okay, so here are my 2 tank platoons. I have one of my tank platoons, I have a Panther. I believe it's a Panther G. I have a Hetzer and a Stug. Sorry that these aren't painted. These are my only 2 tanks that I'm using that aren't painted. I have a Brumbar, a Tiger, Tiger 1, Panzer IV, I believe it's a G with the shirts in. A 33B, which is a Stug platform vehicle, a Puma with a medium anti-tank gun on it, and then a Panzer 3N. Totally not historically accurate. They would have been grouped up into groups of 3 to 5 of the same vehicle, but I haven't purchased those yet. So this is kind of an amalgamation of what I have purchased and also painted. The Panzer 3N, interestingly enough, did back up Tiger battalions because it has the howitzer, it has the MG, it can help make sure that the Tigers don't get totally surrounded. I also have infantry supporting us, so we have 3 Hanomag half-tracks. Every infantry team in your force has to be mechanized. So we have 3 half-tracks with 3 squads of infantry, some assault rifles, some Panzerfausts. Alright, so bottom of turn 1, we are totally finished. What happens in this game is you bring on your models as you pull out a die. So I had 19 order dice, they had 18 order dice. You pull out an order dice and then you choose what you'd like to come on. I have 2 tanks in reserve. Joe has a Jeep in reserve, I believe, and that's it. So, yeah, Jeep and Bazooka team. And so we brought everything on. I brought on this artillery observer in a Kugelwagen first, and he got immediately destroyed by that chappie back there. I brought on my Stug and Hetzer, and between the 2 of them, they were able to blow up his chappie after it reconned back behind the trees. I brought on my Stug 33B, and it took a big howitzer shot and didn't do anything. I brought on all these Panzer Grenadiers with Panzer Shreks in the half tracks, so they're camping out ready to take an objective and shoot some Panzer Shreks. I brought on the Broombar. It shot a heavy howitzer shot at the enemy troops in those trees and killed all of them. Yeah, very lucky. I had exact a number of wounds. You'll notice that I left a little alley right here. In this game, you can't shoot over your own troops because you might hit them. So I had just enough room. You need a 1-inch gap. This Panzer IV on the left took some hits. You can see he has 2 pins on him. And Andrew's entire Sherman platoon is over here, plus his Pershing. Joe's Pershings, he has 1, 2, 3, and his chappie died, and then he has some infantry in the middle. The mission for this one is basically those objectives. If you get within 6 and there are no enemies within 6, you take the objective, and it's basically a button. So you press the button. If the enemy takes it later on, then they press the button. At the end of the game, whoever has the buttons wins. And there's 2 of those. There's one right here. Alright, so we're at the bottom of turn 2. A lot of stuff blew up this turn. I lost my Brumbar over here. They dropped their smoke in with a mortar right there, needed a 6 to hit, and they rolled it. Panzer IV is now immobilized. Over here I had my Panzer Shrek and the squad actually try to get out, and they failed their command checks to get out. I did put a squad in the building here. The Brumbar missed, sorry, the Stug 33B missed with its shots. Panther missed with its shots. Hetzer missed. I don't know if I hit anything this turn, really. Like, most of their tanks don't have any pins on them. The Pershings, one of them moved up, one of them moved back. Excuse me, they blew up my half track over here, lost a Panzer Shrek dude, lost a squad dude. And most of the rest of them just stood still and shot. So no. Alright, we're at the top of turn 3. Sorry, end of turn 3. A lot of movement, not a ton of damage, although there were some pins thrown around. I finally got some pins on that Pershing right there. The Stug 33B moved up and took some pins. This Hanomatic has 7 pins on it. It's just my gambit of moving it up really early was not a great idea. Panzer IV is now immobilized. The Tiger moved up a little bit and missed a shot. I moved my Puma in from outflank, and I think that was the one that put the pins on the Pershing. It's an interesting game right now. There's a lot of close quarters combat. Andrew is definitely moving up on the left, and he probably took that objective as well. I don't have anything within 6, and I took this objective here. Alright, so end of turn 4. You can see my Puma recce'd over here to get away from that big old thingy. I set that dude on fire, and so they jumped out. The Hetzer and the Panther moved up. The Tiger didn't do much. The Panther actually failed his morale check because he was pinned so bad. Andrew Sherman's platoon is moving up. They killed my Panzer III over here. Joe blew up the Stug 33B in the middle and killed the Panzer Shrek team, eliminating my chance to live the dream. And the sniper team moved up into that building. So we are rapidly approaching probably where I won't have enough dudes to actually do anything. All right, that was a end of turn 5. We're going to 7 if I make it there. Andrew is pushing up on my flank. He's getting a little stopped up over here. Infantry assaulted a tank and did nothing. I have my Panzer IV over here, still pinned. Immobilized. Tiger got immobilized this turn, and both of these failed their pinning check, their order check, I guess you could call it. Hetzer moved up and put some pins on this bro. And he still has that Pershing and another Pershing over there. If I could get rid of a Pershing this turn, that would be pretty sweet. Alright, so end of turn 6 here. The Americans are definitely flanking me out on this side. Andrew's platoon is going in. He's taking that objective. I have this objective. Although this turn I immobilized that Hetzer twice, or sorry, that Pershing twice, so it blew up, and I put 4 pins on that dude. I think I put 2 this turn. We already had 2. It failed its tests, which was really unlucky because it's a vet, so it's very unlikely that's going to happen. This Panther actually put an immobilize on that guy. I've been really lucky back here. The Tiger is immobilized, but the Panther has been doing some work, and so is that little baby Hetzer, I tell you what. So Andrew is moving up on this flank. We're going to do turn 7. And bottom of turn 6. Did I blow up that Pershing this turn?
No.
Last turn, sorry. Sherman moved up, did nothing. Pershing moved up, did nothing. Panther turned, did nothing. Tiger took a pin from a bazooka, passed its fire test, and then killed those 2 bazookas right there. So it was actually on fire. The crew got out, put out the fire, and then gunned down those bazookas that were shooting at them. The Puma put another pin on that bro.
Only because.
And the Hetzer. So that was the end of turn 7. We did tie in the main objective, which was these little haystacks. Joe made a last turn, tried to grab it with 1 sniper, and didn't get there. I mean, he tied it, but I still had that one. Andrew got an awesome shot off with the Pershing, blew up the Panther. King Baby Hetzer put a pin on that Sherman. Awesome Hetzer action. He's definitely getting painted. Just an overview. You can see all the fire on the field. Lots of dudes died today, unfortunately. But good news is, win for the Americans, on to Berlin. Check it out later. We will have some more bolt action battles. We're having our Tank Wars demo this Saturday. From